Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in the spring. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, and Nick and I want to say hello. And I want to talk to you today about showing. Now, when I say showing, I'm talking about any time that you're in front of other people and you need to get prepared and you need to have a plan. And, you know, of course, when we show or go to a clinic or we do whatever, or even take a lesson, we want to do our best. So it's doing our best in a quote-unquote pressure. It doesn't have to be big pressure, but just at a certain time and certain place. And a few years ago, I started doing once a year a series called, it's a webinar series, Shine in the Show Pen. And it's all about the elements of getting ready to go and show, and then showing, and then what you do afterwards. And what I'd really love to have from you is your feedback about what you would love for me to include in that series, because that's really important to me, that the information is super useful, super relevant, and it's what you would like to know about. So in this video, I'm going to go over with you how I see organizing kind of the stages, if you will, or the segments, the pieces of really effective performance at will, performance on demand. And the first is setting your true north. And what I mean by that is, what is it that you want to get from showing? You know, why do you show, and what's important to you about it, and how do you want to structure it, and how committed and how much do you believe in your horse? Or are you not trusting your horse or not trusting yourself? And how do you set up your support system? You know, who are your trainers? Who are the people who you have around you, friends who support you? You know, how do you set it up so you have clarity about your journey and what all this means to you, and who's going to help you along the way, and how? So that's the first thing, and that's very important, by the way. The second is to prepare and polish. You need to get yourself ready. You need to get your horse ready. And then the two of you together are a team. And each of those three things, you, your horse, the two of you as a team, has a physical part, technical part. It has a mental skills part. And then it just has that ability to be kind of automatic and natural and to be yourselves. Okay, and that is where most of your time is spent, in preparing and polishing. And when that is done well, it's just like putting a hand in a glove to go into the show pen. Okay, the third thing is actually showing. How do you set up the day of the show? The morning, your warm-up, your horse's warm-up, pre-ride ritual, then actually being in the pen. How do you stay focused? You know, how do you do your best there? How do you handle errors and distractions? So that's the third part, of course, very important part. And then the fourth segment is the review. And that's usually done, ideally, later, after you have gotten home and you can review your video, you get away from it just a little bit, and then you plan how you're going to set yourself up to improve for the next time, as well as celebrate the things that you did so well. So anyway, that's how I see it, but maybe you see it differently. And maybe you'd like me to add something else, add another step, or you could give me ideas of the things you'd like me to cover in Set Your True North, Prepare and Polish, Show Day, and your review. So I'm asking for your help and for your feedback. In the next 4 weeks, I'm going to talk about each of those steps just a little bit more, and I'm going to give you a report of the feedback that you gave me. And so I'm really looking forward to your input. And so leave a comment, click the link below and leave a comment for me, and I'll see you next week. Okay?